Hey guys, welcome back. Better Than a Let's Play episode 29. I'm Enigmius, and today we're continuing with the testificate mega build. Something completely different. Something that I just came up with the idea to do a couple of days ago, and finally had time to sit down and start to work on it. We finished the second level. We did it off camera kind of accidentally. I was just messing around to try and get some ideas how I wanted things to go together, and before I knew it, it was done. And I hadn't recorded anything, but you'll get a chance to see it later on. It was one of those things where it's kind of hard to see what I was building because there's a roof and a floor and everything in between. It was a little bit crowded and cramped, but this is a little different. Oh, look, it's another circle. It's actually a circle that's going to grow into a cylinder on its side, and then we're going to put some stuff in the middle of it to make it look interesting. That's the whole purpose of the build. It's not going to move. It's not going to serve any purpose whatsoever. I got this. I was thinking, why are the testificates here? What are they doing that would make them want to live on top of a mountain? They're far away from where they can grow food. They can't really grow livestock. Are they going to do, like, magic? Are they going to harvest materials and build things? What's the reason they're here? And then I decided, why not do just a giant dystopian turbine that they built, because it'll be different and totally unexpected. And they didn't know that you actually need a motor of some sort if you want the fan blades to turn, so they just built it, and I think they're going to be rather proud of it, even though it serves absolutely no purpose whatsoever. And these are sometimes the kinds of builds that I like. It doesn't have to be functional, it doesn't have to serve a purpose. It's nice if it does, but for now, with the mod pack we're dealing with, we've kind of been there, done that with pretty much everything that I could think of that I'd want to use. And now it's just about the building. So we're actually going to finish off the testificate mega build, and then I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to choose which mod pack we're going to use next. It's going to be Feed the Beast Monster or Hexit. Now, the reason why Hexit gets added into the mix when I've been focused on Feed the Beast for so long is because I've seen another well-known YouTuber playing Hexit poorly, and I thought, man, that looks like it could be really interesting if the person behind the wheel wasn't such an ambivalent dunce. I'm not saying who it was, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? We're not trying to make a person look bad or feel bad, which is why they don't have a name. We're just talking about a situation with a mod pack that has some things that look like they could be interesting if they were properly handled. Having said that, I don't even know what mods are in it. I kind of like the idea of mod packs with technological sort of things, machines and things of that nature. I don't necessarily mind if they've got magic stuff. It's more, I like things with a little bit of depth, plural. I like things with a little bit of depth, in the sense that everything is not just one recipe. I like the idea of things that you go through multiple tiers of recipes, or you go through multiple tiers of progression. I enjoy that because it's a process, and eventually the process is done, and then it's over, and then you've got all of this stuff, and then people call it endgame, and they say they're bored, and they rushed, and they cheated, and they're sad, and I don't care, because I build things like this, which greatly extends the entertainment value of whatever pack I happen to be playing. Now, if I were, for example, designing a structure around defending myself from some ridiculously unbalanced and overpowered monster that is just a bunch of numbers slapped together to look intimidating, it could get interesting. So we'll see, and like I say, leave your feedback in the comments section below if you have a preference. If you don't have a preference, you don't have to say anything, or you can say, I don't care. Whatever works for you, leave it in the comment section, and then by the time we get done with this testificate mega build, we'll know exactly what we're moving on to. It'll be good, it'll be cool. Now back to this, you can see, got a little bit of microblocks going into place, and this is basically the up and down cross piece, and also the diagonal cross piece is just sort of like a prototype. I want to see how they're going to look with the microblocks that I have in mind. The up and down, it's kind of hard to do a whole lot of detail with the way I did the cylinder. If I had done the cylinder an even diameter, I could have done more with the microblocks to kind of maybe make the fan blade look more like a fan blade of some sort. But I didn't. I did it with an odd diameter for the cylinder, so I can only have it one central block and then micro blocks on the sides of it, just to kind of give it a little bit of texture, which worked out all right. It's not fantastic, but it could be worse. And then the diagonal, we're just adding in micro blocks to kind of smooth out the rough edges, make it look a little bit less like a collection of cubes. So much of what I try to do is to make it look like it's not what it is. It's basically what it boils down to. And you can see here, I'm satisfied with it, so we're extending that central shaft outward and just kind of marking with blocks. Okay, this section is straight up and down, and then this one will be diagonal and then straight up and down again. And from here on, it's really just putting the blocks in place. We've got everything measured out, we've got everything done, everything is happy. And it's just a question of time. So I'm going to let you finish this out. This is about 9 minutes total of building. And then in the next episode, I will have the cylinder all done. We will have all of the central pieces done. It's just every time I build something these days, it just turns into a playground for monsters who then chase me around all the time. Just all the damn time. But you get an idea of how this is shaping up. It's just going to be a great big cylinder. Next episode, we're going to enclose it. As you can already see, if you look at it, say in the top left corner there, we've got that big open area. And what the hell is that going to do? Well, we're actually going to enclose that, and we're going to make the enclosure merge with the upper floor. And then we'll start putting in some extra details, some things that'll take it from just a collection of blocks and some rough micro blocks to a collection of blocks with some rough micro blocks and maybe some blocks that are different colors or different uses than we've had for blocks before. It just kind of depends how things go. Leave your comments and feedback below. Enjoy the rest of the video. You got about 2 minutes left. Like I say, hex it or feed the beast monster. Let me know. If you want to be notified when I add the next video, you can subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter at Enigmius1 and or Google plus Enigmius1. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and take care.